everybody? I got to pick up my backpack here. And guess where we're at? You know it. We are in Celebration Key. I got to zip up my bag here. It went live on me before I was ready, but we're going to get ready now. You see the Carnival Elation and the Carnival Horizon behind me. I am on the Carnival Horizon, and guess where I'm walking? I'm walking under the tarps or whatever on the pier leading to Celebration Key. And we're going to do this. I'm hoping the Wi-Fi holds out. I got the premium Wi-Fi for you all, so I could take you here live. And I see we got 3 people jumped on. This was an unscheduled live. I just decided, you know what? We got to get the Coach Cruise family here live at Celebration Key. I know. Hopefully, I see we got 7 of you in here. But again, we're at Celebration Key, and you see the big sign right there. Again, we got the ocean here on my left, and those chairs and umbrellas are all free from my understanding. You see the sand castle off here in the front. But yeah, this is cool. This is my first time. So everything you see, I'm seeing for the first time as well. In person, at least. All right. So we are gonna go to the right and we'll start walking that way. You see the big sand castle in front of me there. Everybody dancing around, having a good time. You got the guest services shore excursion desk off over to the left. And I know some of you are making comments. I got sunglasses on and the glare is bright, so I can't see too much of the comments, but maybe if I get into a shady area, I'll be able to see it better. As you come in here on the right, you see this big map of where to go. So we are moving in this direction. We're going to be moving in this direction and walking around to our right. So we're headed towards Captain's Galley Food Hall, the Starfish Lagoon. We're headed in that direction. And here we are. Greetings from Starfish Lagoon. So we're going to check that out. And again, bear with me if the feed reconnects. Let me just try to see some of these comments. I'm going to take my sunglasses off. Will says he'll be back in December. J&T, I froze. Yeah, I'm probably going to freeze. Try to sneak into Pearl Cove. Hi, Coach Hunter. It keeps saying reconnect, and then I hit it. And I see we got 10 of you live, and a lot more of you I know will watch this on replay. So if you're watching on replay and it freezes for a minute, I'm trying to keep my eye on the phone and keep my eye on everything going on here as well. But see this nice beach area, a lot of sand. So you're not just on pavement or anything. And you have this big, I guess this is the family area over here, where you got all the, this big lagoon. Look at that. Look at that. And there's the big sand castle with the water slides and everything. You scan over here. And we'll keep walking. I'm going to keep walking around to the right, which means I'm going to have to cut through this sand. Actually, I might go back to the pavement. But this place is massive. Carnival Cruise Addicts was just here yesterday, and they said it's huge. And we have just gotten a little teeny tiny taste so far. And I'm going to try to give you as much as possible. But first day on Carnival Horizon was great. Had a great time. Did the bar crawl. Bar crawl was not as well organized as I like it. I always seek assistance from the Carnival team and Well, it wasn't as good as it normally is. I'll just put it that way. But we did it. Everybody still had a good time. So that video will be coming to you eventually. But I definitely want to get CK because I know everybody's pumped about CK, Celebration Key. Here is the food hall. So if you're looking for lunch, you go off to the right, you got the food hall, and I do believe this is one of the places where you can get a free lunch. And for those people that don't know, there's only a few set lunches that you can get that are free or included. And then after that, it costs money. There's still more seating over here facing the ocean. And again, those chairs and umbrellas are free. The little, I guess, tiny cabanas there with the drapes, those cost perimeter. And again, I'm just trying to give you as much of a tour of Celebration Key as possible. I see we got TNT's Adventures saying good morning. What's going on, guys? And again, it's so much glare here, I can barely see the phone. I'm just trying to see that it doesn't say reconnect. And again, try to give you as much of a preview or a tour of Celebration Key as possible. Everything you're seeing, I'm seeing for the first time, at least in person, that is. Got a bathroom and shower area over here on the right. Everything is brand new, of course, with it just opening a couple days ago. And as I mentioned, for those of you just joining, I was happy to get a Celebration inaugural pin because Carnival Horizon, this is their inaugural visit. So I think if you're on a ship and it's the first visit here, you get a Celebration Key pin. So my room's double occupancy, even though I'm the only one in it. And so they gave me two. So I might have one as a prize for our super chats that we do on Tuesdays when we're back in the studio. And I see a bunch of comments popping up here. Go ahead and keep putting the comments up if you like. And when I get to a shady area and the glare is not so great, I can kind of read those comments if you got a question or something. But yeah, just come on here, say hi. See, we got 15 people right now, and that's pretty good considering it was unscheduled live. Here are, it looks like little food trucks. Yeah, we got a taco truck. We got all kinds of little food trucks over here. It even says Starfish Lagoon food truck. There we go. Some more food over here. I didn't know about those. That's why you watch. Do your research and you find this stuff out ahead of time so you know where to go. And again, there's that sandcastle off in the distance. All this seating, supposedly, this is supposed to be able to allow for 3 XL class ships. We have a Vista class ship and a Fantasy class ship in here. So plenty of room, plenty of seating. I'm gonna get a workout in today. So thank you all for allowing me to do that. And I'm giving you the preview while getting my steps in. So if you could hit the like button, and then let's try to get this feed out to as many people as possible so they can see Celebration Key. The more likes, the more comments, the more better. And then more people get it put in their feed, and we can get more people online here getting a sneak preview of Celebration Key. Carnival Celebration Key. Looks like we got some pickleball over here. Any pickleball players have an actual pickleball court? There we go. Some more. Just the seating is just crazy how much seating they have. We got Gill's Grill over here, seafood and more. I believe this is for a charge. This is not included. and the free food that you can get. They got peel and eat shrimp, all kinds of stuff. All right, Starfish Lagoon North. All right, let's see. We're still at, is that 16 or 10? Again, there's so much glare on my phone. It's so sunny here that I can barely see the phone. So again, a lot of the comments I might not catch, but keep commenting, and when I walk into a shady area, I'll probably be able to see it. But I'll tell you, we have only covered just a small fraction of Celebration Key so far. I'm walking at a pretty brisk pace, and I'll tell you what, I'm already tired. I got my backpack on. I can already feel the sweat on my back. So, 17 people, okay. I got a little shade here, so I'm gonna try to read some of these comments. Minnie Melly, hey coos. Hope you enjoy yourself. I am, thank you. Will G, TNT. Somebody that's a member said I can't read the name because, again, the glare. I don't know why I can't see the name. But, yeah, well, whoever said hi, hello, and thank you for checking in. We got 19 people live now. Keep hitting that like button if you haven't already hit the like button. Say hi. Let's get this live out to as many people that might want to see a Celebration Key as possible. I already showed you that big lagoon, but you'll see it from the other side now. I don't know what this building is on my right over here. We might find out in a minute. And you see there's a tram pickup. So yeah, I guess the tram will just take you around to all different parts of Celebration Key. So this is still Starfish Lagoon. All this walking that I just did was all Starfish Lagoon. Hopefully the connection is okay. It shows I have 2 bars out of 3. So it's good, not great, but it should be good enough to at least not get disconnected. All right, so it looks like this is a bunch of souvenir shops and local crafts, things like that in there. Yeah, so we got, there's a bunch of stores and crafts to my right and left. And then you get a good view of the giant sand castle in front of me here. Okay, we're gonna keep going again. We're gonna keep following the perimeter of Celebration Key. So I'm gonna try to do a big loop before I end this live. So at least any of you that are watching this on replay, you can the whole thing on Coach Cruise. Giant lagoon, everybody enjoying that out there in the water. We'll get a better look. Now we are entering Calypso Lagoon. Good morning. And here is another restroom with lockers, showers. You can see the ships off in the distance through the trees there. Got a bar over here on my left. Got some volleyball courts off the distance to my right. But this is the snack shack. All right. I'm gonna cut in here a little bit so you can get a closer peek at the lagoon from this side. We saw the kids' lagoon side, but let's get a better look cutting through the sand here and see what we got. It is hot here, ladies